Namaste, beautiful mama. I have every hope that this meditative practice can bring peace to this day in your pregnancy and help prepare you for your comfortable birthing time. Always listen to your body's inner knowledge, as I'm just a guide for your experience, and your true practice will always come from within. So let's begin by finding a comfortable seat of your choice. Perhaps it's simple cross-legged pose. You can elevate your hips on a pillow in cobbler's pose with soles of your feet together, or sitting in hero, you can find that on your knees. And when you find that comfort, bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Let your eyelids gently meet without forcing them shut. Take a long, deep, full breath in. Fill up your lungs. And then exhale. Another deep, slow breath in. Shoulders sinking comfortably down. And a deep, slow breath out. Perhaps finding Ujjayi breathing, resembling the sound of the ocean through the constriction of your throat. Breathe up and into the back of your throat. Breathing out slowly through your nose, directing the energy of your breath down and inward towards the back of your throat. It might sound like this. Taking a few moments to breathe your body into relaxation. Releasing any tension and that which no longer serves you in this moment. As we work on release and freedom through the body today, take a moment to set an intention or dedication for your practice. And from here, I like to add a neck roll through my neck and my shoulders. Jaws soft, eyes are relaxed, still indulging in a deep, smooth breath. Slowly opening your eyes and coming onto all fours. Your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders, and you're feeling the palms in all 10 knuckle pads rooting down. The knees can go wider than hips width here, particularly later in your pregnancy. And we're going to start by moving the hips side to side or in circles, freeing up the sides of the hips and eventually the lower back. We tend to get a lower back curve as the lumbar joints may compress in pregnancy. So allow them to be fluid and like water, moving in any direction. Allow the spine to be free, the ribs and head may flow along with your movements here. And evening that out. Finding a neutral position, we'll move through a series of cat-cows. So moving forward on the inhale, gaze forward, heart forward. And moving back on the exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, draw your baby up towards you. Let the shoulder blades separate, rooting down through your hands and shins. And we'll continue forwards and backwards with this flow. Between cat and cow, noticing the movement of your tailbone with each pose, wish to free up your wrists, come onto your fingertips, keeping less flexion in the joints as we kind of start to accumulate more fluid throughout our pregnancy. And last time on your exhale, coming back to center. Now to open up the sides of the body, the fascia, the connective tissue, tiptoe the hands all the way to the right side of your mat. Feeling sensation all the way down the left side. Take a deep breath forward into that stretch, and keeping the hips wide enough for this movement, as you exhale, send your hips back. Inhale to lift forward, and exhale to release. One more time, fluid like water. Inhale to lift, and exhale to release. Coming forward, back to center. Taking one more round of cat-cow as feels good to you. Maybe, if you wish, leaning back onto your fingertips. You can stretch back here if that feels lovely. And trying this on the other side. Tiptoe those hands off to the left side of your mat. Inhale. And as you exhale, traction those hips back, away from your hands. Feeling the stretch all the way down your body. Inhale to lift forward. Exhale to release. Last one here. Inhale to lift forward. And exhale to release. Beautiful. Tiptoeing those hands back, finding a neutral spine, finding Anahatanasana. Bringing your elbows down to the earth. Knees can go back if you wish until they're comfortable. And then lowering your heart down towards the ground, bringing your third eye to the mat. You can extend those arms all the way out long to get a little bit of length. Or if you're wishing to get down maybe into your triceps, you can bring those hands in namaste over your head for some different sensations. As you breathe, imagine breath touching every cell of your body. Finding your way back to all fours. We're moving slowly into goddess pose here. So turn the toes underneath you. Lean backwards onto your feet. Using your fingertips as balance and support, pick the knees up, bringing the heels in. Perhaps those heels are touching today. And then using the fingertips for balance, or if you can, taking your hands to your thighs, straightening up through your spine. Finding a drishti, or a place to focus your eyes for balance. Drawing your baby gently up. We're strengthening our feet here as well. Beautiful. Deep, nourishing breath in. And when you're releasing, exhaling, walking those hands forward onto all fours again, finding a neutral spine. Rooting down through your palms in 10 knuckle pads. Bring your left leg into your midline. Yes, and taking some leg circles with that opposite right leg. We're circling the leg in towards the body and opening back out in a comfortable way. Yes. Keeping the arms straight, chest up, shin grounded. And circling for your last one. Then bending your knee, bringing it in towards you. If you're later in your pregnancy, you may want to bring that knee to the outside of your arm, hug in, head down. And as you exhale, lengthen out behind you, toes down. Draw your baby in towards you. Trying this 2 more times. Inhale, strengthening forward. Exhale, lengthening back. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Now keeping that leg lifted, extend your leg out to the side. Lift the arch of the foot and then gently place that foot down out to the side. Ground down through your left hand and with your right arm lift it up high in grace and beauty. Exhale, rounding down and gently through. Again, opening the chest as you reach up on the inhale. Exhaling into a soft, gentle twist. Inhale. And listen carefully this time as you exhale, getting into the rotator cuff, bowing down, reaching forward, stretching forward. And if you wish, you can take the weight off of your wrist, maybe coming down onto your forearm. From here, pushing your hips back, bringing both knees in, and finding child's pose. Use this opportunity to quiet down, connect with your breath, and imagine each cycle of breath filling your baby with love. Bring the legs a little wider. Perhaps you may feel a transition of a stretch happening in your inner groin. Here, I'm demonstrating my head on a block and on my forearms. This allows me for more relaxation, so feel free to explore and see if it feels good for you. Allow your inhales to lengthen and elongate your spine from the base of your tailbone to the top of your neck. This breath is nourishment for you and all your baby's needs. Coming up, reach behind you, pointing the fingers to the back of your yoga mat. Push down into your hands, lift up through your chest. Open your heart for a little bit of front extension here. Shoulder blades pull back. Maybe that gaze lifts, neck leaning back, but just enough so you still feel comfortable and can swallow here. As you feel ready, meditatively making your way back to all fours to find a neutral spine and grounded palms. This time, bring your right leg to the midline. Taking some circles on this side, forward and back, circling around in a comfortable way for you, keeping your arms straight. Collarbone broadens, toning the buttocks here. Circling for the last one. Then bending the knee and bringing it in towards you. Again, if that knee is out or in, follow what feels right in your body. And as you exhale, lengthen out behind you, toes draw down. Draw that baby in towards you. Inhale forward to strength. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale. And last exhale. Extending that left leg, lift it up out to the side, engage your arch, and then set that foot down. Nice. Grounding down through your right hand. Extend the left arm up again in grace. and in beauty. As you exhale, we're rounding down and gently through. Again, opening the chest as you reach up on the inhale. Exhaling, softly twisting. And as you inhale, rotating that left hand forward, pulling your shoulder blade back, getting into the rotator cuff as we bow down and stretch forward. And if you wish, feel free to take this onto your forearms or maybe pull those hips back. Beautiful. Lifting back to table. Extend your right foot out behind you. Toes touching the ground as we begin to explore a variation of side plank here. So pivot on your underneath knee and bring your foot back for balance. Ground down through your left hand directly below your shoulder and right hand opening up to the side. Stacking your shoulders. Stretching out through the waist to create some space. Feel free to lift your gaze or extend your arm high if you wish. And as you tip over to the side, as you exhale forward, circling the arm across the face and back extended as we create a few fluid circles. Connecting your breath with your movements. Moving into a half squatting pose, bend your right knee. Bring it in as you move to the side, left knee remaining tucked underneath. Then leaning forward here, if you wish, for more sensation and opening the groin area. This pose is favorable for labor. Taking in breath through the nose. Relaxing the pelvic floor muscles, relaxing the jaw. You may wish to move side to side. And use your breath to move into this sensation. When you're ready, moving back to all fours. Feeling grounded, palms grounded, shins grounded. Extend your left foot out behind you as we explore side plank on the other side. Pivot on your underneath knee and bring your foot back for balance. Grounding down through your right hand to lift up out of your left, creating some space on this side of the body. Again, options are to lift your gaze or extend your arm high. And as you tip over to the side to lengthen that stretch, exhaling forward, circling that arm across the face and back, and extend it as you create fluid circles. Again, connecting the breath with your movements. Moving into a half squatting pose again, bending your left knee and bringing it in as you move to the side. Right knee remaining tucked underneath. Leaning forward, if you wish, for more sensation in that groin area. Taking the breath in through the nose and sending it to any place that may hold temporary discomfort. Free to dance side to side and move with your breath. And moving back to all fours. Nice and slow. Find your dance in a few cat-cows. So good. You notice we're doing this a lot. So good to do this every day if possible. Then curling your toes under, lead up with your hips and come into our first downward facing dog. Finding a comfortable distance with your feet, spread your fingers, feeling all knuckle pads into the ground. Pull your shoulder blades on your back. Tuck that tailbone down and notice any sensations as you bend one knee or both knees in this pose. Being sure to breathe deeply and smoothly as you explore. Bring your gaze between your hands and step your right foot to the outside of your right wrist. Finding lizard pose, keeping your knee above or behind your ankle here. Engage, but allow an opening to happen in the same moment. Our bodies are full of a wonderful hormone called relaxin in pregnancy to help us prepare for our beautiful birthing time. But we want to protect our bodies from overstretching by also providing some muscle engagement as we release. So breathe and notice how you perceive the moment. Make it positive. Step your left hand out to the side slightly. Finding another gentle twist on your inhale, lift your right arm high to the sky. And release. Rooting down through your palms, stepping your right leg back to plank, and then lifting to downward facing dog. Again, explore the feelings of bending one or both knees here. Gaze between your hands and step your left foot to the outside of your left wrist, finding lizard pose on the opposite side now. Making sure your knee does not pass your ankle. Inhale, lift here. Yes, and as you exhale, release. Making every moment full of positivity. The mind is a powerful tool, and when we can harness its energy to perceive each moment in a positive way, each moment becomes more beautiful. Step your right hand out to the side slightly, never crossing the baby in our twist, inhaling to lift that arm high to all that's positive. And releasing, rooting down through your palms, stepping your left leg back to plank and lifting to downward facing dog. Deep breath. And gaze forward as you step your right leg halfway beneath your heart. Finding intense leg stretch here, push down into your fingertips or push down into a block. Extend length through your spine. Shoulder blades pull back. Pull your muscles into your bones. And perhaps feeling for your hip creases here to ensure that you're pulling that right hip back, left hip forward. Indulge in your breath and create peace in your body. Last inhale. And as you exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Another deep breath. And gaze forward as you step your left leg halfway beneath your heart this time, stretching on the opposite side. Push down into those fingertips or those blocks and visualize your spine lengthening out as long as possible straight in front of you as you take it forward. Pull your muscles into your bones. Again, you may wish to feel your hip creases to ensure you're pulling now left hip back, right hip forward. Indulge in that breath. Creating peace. Peace is a choice. Last inhale. And as you exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, hips lower back as you find your version of child's pose. If you have a pillow or a bolster available, I find it lovely to rest with it tucked just above my belly. And take deep breaths here. As you inhale, send it to the back of your body. And as you exhale, soften your hips. As you are ready, we're slowly making your way to a seat. Legs extend out in front of you. Rotating in our hips again. Spread your legs easily, hip distance apart. Maybe grounding with your hands down behind you for balance. Bring your toes together, facing in. And out. And in. And out. And a few loose movements from side to side. Choosing one foot and bringing it in. Placing that ankle above your opposite legs, just moving first through some ankle circles in each direction. With your hand, gently guide your thigh down and out. And then reach underneath your thigh, pulling the leg in close. Yes, again, guiding down. And lifting up. And this time, feel free to rock the baby here. So flex through your foot. And maybe you're connecting your hands to opposite wrists if that's available to you today. Beautiful. Let's loosen out on the other side. So bring the opposite foot in. Place your ankle above your leg and move through some ankle circles in each direction. And now with your hand, gently guiding your thigh down and out. And then reaching under, pulling that leg in close. Shoulders roll back. Again, guiding down. And lifting up. And ending by rocking the baby here. Keeping that spine lengthened. Extending that foot back out long and loosening in and out a few more times as you feel necessary. And then bring your feet to the floor, knees up to the sky. Let your knees drop open to the right and use your left hand to guide and ground your hips down at your hip crease. Release back to center. And allow your knees to fall to the left, using your right hand to ground down through your hip. Releasing back to center. As we have now reached this blissful dessert in our practice, Savasana. You can try traditional Savasana on your back, or with the support of a bolster underneath your back and head, chest, if you're earlier in your pregnancy. However, being in my 8th month of pregnancy, I find that rather uncomfortable and prefer to lay on my left side. And feel free to use your bicep as a pillow here. And I like to bend my top right leg over top of the support of the pillow. Today I'd like to guide you through part of a Hypno-Baby script. And I'd like you to start by putting your awareness on your eyelids. And as you do, know that you can relax any muscle in your body so beautifully and so completely that as long as you don't remove that relaxation, that muscle just can't work. That's what I want you to do with your eyelids. Allow them to grow loose and limp and lazy. Allow them to become so relaxed that as long as you did nothing to remove that relaxation, it just wouldn't work. That's the feeling that you're allowing in your eyelids. And that's the feeling I want you to allow yourself to have throughout your entire body. Take that feeling and bring it to the top of your head. Allow it to become a bright light of relaxation. Let it flow into all the muscles that make up your scalp. Maybe feeling cool or feeling warm. It's okay. Now this feeling in your eyes and your head, that's the feeling I want you to allow into your entire body right now. So take that feeling and imagine it's like a very peaceful, warm wave of relaxation. And send that wave through your entire body, through the top of your head, to the tips of your toes. Let go every muscle, nerve, and fiber. And you'll easily find yourself beginning to relax even more deeply. As you exhale, you release and go deeper. And so easily you feel, see, or imagine the light flowing down your scalp and into your jaw, flowing into your neck and throat, shoulders, front and back, down both arms, all the way down to your hands and fingers. See, feel, or imagine your bright light of relaxation flowing into your upper back and spinal cord, your entire nervous system to reach every cell of your body. The wave of light now spreads into your abdomen and low back, flowing into your hips, legs, all the way down to your feet and toes, so that your entire body is bathed with the wonderful bright light of relaxation, comfort, and peace. And see, feel, or imagine that light expand to cover all the skin surrounding your body, like a cocoon. And with utter calm and focus, you say to yourself right now, I am at peace with nature's plan for my birthing. Every time I think of my baby's birth, I feel happy as I look forward to my baby's birth. I easily keep my mind and emotions positive as I prepare for my baby's birth. This is a gift I give to myself, and I deserve it. Drifting back into the room, feeling alert, revitalized, and calm. You begin to focus on the sounds around you, where you are resting and your body. Really coming back to the room, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rolling to your left side if you're not already there, before pushing up to a comfortable seat with your eyes gently closed. Bringing your hands together at your heart center, or bringing one hand to your heart and one hand to your growing baby. I thank you for your presence today. I am truly grateful to share this space and this time with you. I honor the place in you which is of love, truth, light, and peace. You are going to have a beautiful birthing. Namaste.